salute, big salute. Big salute to all my loved ones, support goon, support squad, big brother them, trapflix.com, trapflix.com, trapflix.com. If you haven't registered yet, make sure you go register right now and tune in and tap in with me. All my details is in the description below, my contact information. If you are interested in investing in trap coins, great investment option. So tune in and tap in with me for all investment details. Big salute to all the righteous revolutionaries. Let's go. Let's keep pushing. Let's go. Big salute, righteous revolutionaries. But we got a lot of work to do. So let's keep going. All right, y'all. Yeah, we live. I gotta bring y'all one. I gotta bring y'all one. You know, I've been digging in the rabbit hole. We've been digging in the rabbit hole. Have y'all heard about the artificial womb facilities? FOE. Big salute, FOE, Chosen TV. Big salute. Yeah, I'm finna bust them in the head with this artificial womb facility, fam. Shit, let's jump straight into it. We're gonna jump straight into it. Let go. Oh, disclaimer. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Entertainment and educational purposes only. Disclaimer alert. Let go.
All over their soon-to-be born babies, discussing all that the baby should be. Soon, all the wishes of the would-be parents might actually come true. What I'm going to share with you might sound like the plot of a science fiction movie, but it is really happening. Yes, we are talking about designer babies. German biotechnologist Hasham Al-Ghaili,
Designer babies, like designer J's. Oh man, they breeding straight killers.
who owns Ectolife, has developed an artificial womb facility for artificially reproducing genetically engineered lab babies. Babies who would
GMO babies. Come on, y'all. GMO babies. Oh man, this crazy. This crazy.
have every trait handpicked by the parents from inception till birth. Harsham claims this is especially a good option for women who surgically got their wombs removed due to cancer or for some other reason, and those women who do not wish to undergo a C section, the IVF process, or even surrogacy. He also feels this could immensely help countries with a declining population. This facility has life sized pods with artificially developed baby fetuses developing within them. The fetuses are enveloped in artificially creating amniotic fluid, which is rich in vital
Crazy.
hormones, growth factors, and antibiotics to sustain the baby's growth and development. Each group of pods is connected to two central bioreactors, which
Boy, it's reality now. Yeah, it's reality now, fam. This ain't no movie no more. Boy, all the movies from the past, boy, we living in right now. Right now.
contain oxygen supplied to the baby through an artificial umbilical cord.
30,000 babies a year. Man, that's crazy.
Stacked in large packs and numbered chronologically, these pods would remind one of the sci fi movie The Matrix. But the baby lab could soon become a reality. It also introduces an elite package with a menu card for the parents to choose the hair, skin, and even eye color of the baby. It'll also help carry out genetic corrections in case of any inherited health disorders. The only thing left is building a prototype by combining all the features into a single device. The researchers involved claim that this facility will facilitate the birth of super smart babies, as the best of the traits of both the parents will
Super smart babies.
be charted out and engineered into the developing fetus. The facility can grow up to 30,000 babies a year. While the facility does make for a big scientific achievement, there are many questions that are not yet answered. What about the natural way of life? What about the original nature of the babies? Won't the babies get stifled under the burden of the best parental traits? What about the wider chasm this will create between Those who can afford the traits on the menu card and those who will probably not even get to see it. What happens to the theory of natural selection? And what could be the unintended consequences of it?
That's the question. What's the unintended consequences for playing with these babies? What's the unintended consequences? Because you know, for every action is a reaction. So while they think they giving a baby green, they building a perfect baby. They really building a damn monster, a damn demon.
At all. While Hashim claims to have attained almost complete scientific knowledge involved in this process, he says right now the testing is not allowed to go beyond 14 days on human embryos. Subject to the easing of these restrictions, the biotechnologist says in 10 to 15 years' time, these lab facilities are likely to open worldwide. We will just have to wait and watch till then how this facility is going to redefine Darwin's theory of survival of the fittest.
Boy, if that ain't crazy, boy, if that ain't crazy, grow lab fetus. I ain't even get down to that. I stopped right on the baby. Worm just gave some of the weirdest life forms on Earth. Shipworm. God. Oh man. We gonna get in the next go around. But first, the professor done put up some knowledge right quick. Big salute to Mud Fossil University. I gotta make sure I put them in the make sure I put.
Make the leap. Bring what you do online with GoDaddy. Whatever your thing is, we've got the
Let me bring it back. We gotta bring them all the way back. I was watching a little bit. I ain't watched the whole thing though. Let's see what he say about Father Noah.
On place. We're going to start from the beginning.
We start from the
And what was the beginning? Well, there was.
Now Professor Roger finna talk about Noah. Cause you know when people say Noah, they only think about, oh, he made the ark in the flood. Nah, Noah did more than that, baby. So let's go more in depth of what the ancients say about Noah. Yeah, let's see what the ancients say about Noah. Father Noah. What about Father Noah? What about Papa Abraham? They forget about them.
Stories written
There you go.
by Hesiod, Ovid, all of these early Greeks. They called the Greco-Roman period, where the Greeks and the Romans, they had their own words for different things, like this. Deucalion in Greek is the same as Noah, all right, who was the son of Prometheus, the creator of humankind.
So y'all got that right. Y'all got that right. Yeah, y'all go ahead play it. Y'all go play it back. Let's keep going.
King of Phthia in Thessaly and husband of Pyrrha. All right, so Deucalion, who is also Noah, wasn't just a guy sitting around on the block.
Nope, and that don't even sound like, I'm sorry to all my Caucasian folk. Deucalion, that sound like a black man name. That sound like Deucalion. That's Greek for Noah. That sound like a, please forgive me, all my Caucasian brothers and sisters, but y'all know Deucalion. I don't know no Caucasian person named Duke or Deucalion. I'm sorry, I just had to throw that in there. I'm sorry. No racist pokes intended. I'm sorry. I'm just saying that name, Deucalion.
And they said, "Hey, why don't you go build a boat? We're going to have a flood." No, he was a big shot.
Big
He
shot.
was the son of Prometheus, the creator of humankind. He was the king of Phthia in Thessalia.
Haven't y'all heard that name, Prometheus, somewhere before? Didn't they just make a movie about that?
And husband of Pyrrha. He was also
Kyra, that's somebody straight from the hood. Kyra, that's Noah mama, Kyra. Come on now. I don't know no Caucasian lady's named Kyra. Just listen to these names. Just listen to these names. The names give it away. The names give it away. I'm sorry, Professor. Keep going. Keep going, Professor Roger. Oh shit.
Of Prometheus, the creator of humankind, king of Phthia in Thessaly, and husband of Pyrrha. All right, so Deucalion, who is also Noah, wasn't just a guy sitting around on the block and they said, "Hey, why don't you go build a boat? We're gonna have a flood." No, he was a big shot. He was the son of Prometheus.
And also, Noah hung out with all the hardheads, all the thugs. Them was Noah's homies. That's why he couldn't get no too many followers, because all his friends was ratchet.
The creator of humankind. He was the king of Phthia in Thessalia and husband of Pyrrha. He was also the father of Helen, the mythical ancestor of the Hellenic race. This is not just a guy walking around in the woods.
Oh,
So he began the creation of humanity again. And here's the story of that. Now, this is the ancient.
one thing y'all must know. That's what Allah does. Allah creates creators. Boy, that's why I love Islam. That's why I love Allah. Allahu Akbar. Allah creates creators. Yes.
ancient text. It says Deucalion, who is Noah, and his wife gathered all the stones together while they were walking. They threw the stones behind them without looking back. As from a miracle, the stones hit the earth and they were turned into humans. Well, my humans were turned into stones. But same sort of thing. Those thrown by Deucalion, who was Noah, became handsome men, and those thrown by Pyrrha became fair women.
Oh,
You know,
bro.
good looking chicks. Now that's the story. Now I have gone so deep into this, it's hard to believe, but well, everything here is hard to believe. But this is Apollodorus, the library of Apollodorus, who was one of the ancient writers. He wrote at the time of, I think, maybe 180 BC, something like that. 2nd century BC. And here he's writing about the sky was the first who ruled over the whole world, and having wedded the earth, he begat first 100-handed, as they are named. And then this is so detailed, it's absolutely amazing. But it's just too amazing to believe. It talks about the Cyclops as the giant, the sky was bound to Tartarus, and all of these, every single thing, the ocean, all of them being creature-ish things. The Olympian gods, Apollo and Artemis, Demeter and Persephone. Here's the one right here that clinched it for me was War of the Giants and Typhon. Typhon is the giant it's the giant dragon. It describes him identical to what he is. Identical. 163 is it? Here it is right here. When the gods had overcome the giants, Earth was still more enraged, had intercourse with Tartarus, and brought forth Typhon, who is the giant.
Attention.
He was a hybrid between man and beast. In size, he surpassed all the offspring of Earth. As far as his thighs go, which you go and looking at it, and you'll see the thighs look sort of humanish. And it says, this is thighs. Very interesting thing to talk about.
Pay attention.
It was of human shape, and such prodigious bulk that he outtopped all the mountains. His head often brushed the stars. And that's true, because the size of that dragon, if he was standing up, he would be way above the space station. Now, I cannot account for this, how they got so big. And he's not just one of a kind. He may be one of a kind, but he's not just one. He's one of many giant creatures that were on this earth, which it appears that the earth is made of these giant creatures. There were giants in the earth in those days. And then after that, there was more giants after the sons of God went into the daughters of man.
Talk to him.
And then the whole thing fell apart.
Talk to him.
And then finally the flood was brought upon the earth from Jupiter, who is Zeus, to cleanse the earth of these giants. And then Noah was throwing rocks, creating people. A lot of thinking to do here. And I mean, it goes way beyond that. We got to go to Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis.
Ovid was the one that put everything together. He was from the same date as Julius Caesar. He was born at the same just about the same day Caesar died. And then he put all of these things together. And the first words out of his mouth about all of this stuff, he's got all these books. Look at this. And he was considered to be as important as any religious text ever written, including the Old Testament at this time. He's the first words from him. He says metamorphosis, or the transformation, meaning from rocks to people, from people to mushrooms. Listen to this. Transformation, a unifying.
From people to robots, from man to robots, from one man to robots. Come on now, y'all. Y'all got to pay attention.
Theme amongst the episodes of Metamorphosis, which is the complete compilation of everybody else's works all put together. Ovid raises the significance explicitly in the opening lines. In nova ferianimus mutatus decerias formos corpora.
That's
I
Latin.
intend to.
That's the original Spanish. That's Latin. Yeah, Latin. Spanish is a branch of Latin.
Speak of forms changed into new entities. Now listen to this. Accompanying this theme is often violence inflicted upon a victim whose transformation becomes part of the natural landscape. These creatures are becoming part of the natural landscape. In the first words, he says, this is what happened. This is how the earth was constructed of these creatures. The theme amalgamates the much explored opposition between the hunter and the hunted and the thematic tension between art and nature. This is very, very, very deep. And he's talking about these transformations. Listen to this. There's a great variety among the type of transformations that take place, from humans into inanimate objects like the Nile River and so forth, into constellations, into animals, from animals and ants and fungi and mushrooms into humans of sex of hyenas and colors and pebbles. And I mean, they can make anything out of anything they want because they control the particles. They were the alchemists, basically, and they were gods. Now, were they gods and they were just capable of manipulating matter, or were they actually creatures that had that capacity and then used it to make their lives extend forever? I don't know. All of this is just off the charts crazy. But the thing I am studying is these ancient mythologies, the ancient texts, the mysteries. Everybody's always a big mystery, big mystery. Nobody wants to solve the mystery. They just want to keep talking about mysteries. Well, I like to solve things. I like to get to the end. There is always a beginning, but there isn't always an end if you keep working at it.
That's what I'm talking about, Professor. See, that's why I like this man right here. See, this. If I was in school, I wouldn't have went to nobody else's class but his. Problem solver, a creator. See, everybody else just want to talk. They don't really want to solve no problems. All these other folk want to do, all they want to do is just talk. They just want to talk. They just want to talk Pan-Africanism. They just want to talk FBA. They just want to talk ADOS. They just want to talk beef. They just want to talk drama. They just want to motherfucking talk. Yeah, man, that's where the problem solvers at. It's time to start smacking them people that talking like we used to do back in the day. All the mugs with all that mouth. It's time to start smacking them upside the motherfucking head. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
And these are the Gnostic texts. Now, I get a lot of people, oh, you can't look at that, you can't look at this, you can't look at that stuff. You got to just follow the Bible, and everything in the Bible is true. There's nothing that's wrong. We're sitting on pillars, we're stationary. The earth is flat, it has four corners. I get this stuff all the time. If you're going to believe this stuff, that's the only thing you can believe. Well, no, it isn't. You have to be able to think for yourself. Somebody wrote that. And then they didn't write it at the time these guys were writing. These guys were writing at the time of these events. Hesiod wrote in, where's Hesiod? I think I got, here he is. Yeah. He wrote, the theogony concerns the origins of the world and of the gods, beginning with chaos, Gaia, Tartarus, Eurus, and shows a special interest in genealogy. And man, if you want to see genealogy, just read through Apollodorus. Apollodorus.
Well, we all in there.
This starts right off with the birth of Zeus. And here's what it says right here. Sky was the first who ruled over the whole world, having wedded earth. And then it goes on to about the Cyclopses, about Tartarus, about Zeus, about all of the Titans, and how the father was eating the babies so he wouldn't be overtaken. It was foretold he would be overtaken by his son, and that's exactly what did happen. Anyway, it starts off the birth of Zeus, the war of the Titans, the Olympian gods, Apollo and Artemis, Demeter and Persephone, the war of the giants and Typhon, Prometheus, Deucalion. There's the Deucalion right here. This is deep. It's going to get extremely, extremely deep.
Talk to him, Professor. Talk to him.
And I don't know how to approach it, to be perfectly honest with you.
Just let it flow.
This is not anything anybody ever accepted or could accept as being true until I discovered Typhon in the desert. And at that point, I said, this is it. This is all got to be re-looked at in a completely new mud fossil way. There's no other way to approach this.
No other way.
Are you sick of having
Yeah, people thought.
issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so,
okay, you probably heard it say before that
but yeah. Damn, I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah. Man.
Prometheus was the father of mankind. Now, that's maybe yes, maybe no. Here's what they're saying. In some versions of the Prometheus myth, he is also credited with the creation of humanity from clay. Prometheus is known for his intelligence and for being a champion of mankind, also generally seen as the author of the human arts and sciences. He is sometimes presented as the father of Deucalion, who is Noah in the flood story. So that's what they're talking about, Prometheus. Now, what we need is to have a online forum where we can discuss this. This is very, very, very complicated. And where is it now? Well, Hesiod goes back to around 800 BC, something like that. And the Old Testament goes back to 1500 BC, or between that and 400 BC, somewhere in that area, but all basically about the same time as Hesiod, although maybe a little earlier. However, it is exactly in the time frame that Velikovsky talks about. 1500 BC was a great flood. That's when the great flood has. That's what Velikovsky said. Every culture on the face of the planet had the same story, 1500 BC, the great flood. Now, then there was a different takes on how it ended up. Noah was one of them that, you know, if he was the son of Prometheus, he was tipped off and said, here, you're going to do this and we'll preserve the good part of mankind and just wipe the rest out. And that's what Prometheus would have probably done. I don't know. I have no idea. But we need to do a lot of talking because this was the Old Testament. Now, the New Testament came after the turn of the millennium. So it's after Jesus Christ, basically. And prior to that was the Old Testament, 1500 BC. And the same thing, exactly what Velikovsky said. That was when the Great Flood occurred. Okay, and one last point is that we want all points of view about the ancient past. I look at the Nag Hammadi text and Jesus Christ himself, who I believe now literally was the son of God. Certainly a very serious messenger, because we all are sons or daughters of God.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. There's no, you can't get around that. So Jesus Christ was his only son. That's the key. That's the only key, because we are all sons or daughters of Christ and of God, basically. Oh boy.
Yeah, break it down.
Okay, now I talk about all these ancient sources, all of them. And here's another one, the Nag Hammadi text. This was just discovered recently, 1940.
Even the professor know, he like, man, this throw people off, you know, because you know religion is a big thing, you know. But we got to go back to what our fathers was, you know. Yeah, put your head to that flow. Even in the Bible, it say that though. Even in all your holy words, it say you supposed to put your head to the flow. Anyway, so you praying, you have fasting. You supposed to bow down. Yeah, bow down. You can't. You too good. Oh, you too good to bow down, but you asking for help. But you can't. But you too good to bow down. But you got nerve. You got nerve to be asking for some help. You go through hard times. But you too good to bow down. How that sound? How that look? How that sound? How that look? Big salute, big salute. I was trying to do a little something. Let's get back on it. Let's get back on it. Let's get back on it. I get to talk.
Right after they tried to slaughter the Jews. Very interesting. And this is Jesus's earliest documented sayings, and it was documented by the Gospel of Thomas. Thomas was doubting Thomas, and he was his scribe and wrote all the things he said. And the first thing he said, whoever discovers interpretation of these sayings will not taste death. Now, I don't think anybody is going to be able to understand all of these sayings. It's very, I certainly cannot. But he also says, those who seek should not stop seeking until they find. When they find, they will be disturbed. When they are disturbed, they will marvel and will reign over all. After they have reigned, they will rest. Well, 56 and 80. Well, here's something about Moses. Jesus said, know what is in front of your face, and what is hidden from you will be disclosed to you. For there is nothing hidden that will not be revealed, and there is nothing buried that will not be raised. Mud fossils. Here's more mud fossil discovered. Jesus said, don't lie and don't do what you hate, because all things are disclosed before heaven. After all, there is nothing hidden that will not be revealed, and there is nothing covered up that will remain undisclosed. Academia, what's this? As for you, then, be on guard against the world. Prepare yourselves with great strength so the robbers can't find a way to get to you. For the trouble you expect will come. Let there be among you a person who understands. Anyway, here, speak up. What's this? Jesus said, what you will hear in your ear and the other ear proclaim from your rooftops. After all, no one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket, nor does one put it in a hidden place. Rather, one puts it on a lampstand, so that all who come go will see its light. If a blind person leads a blind person, both of them fall into a hole. Anyway, 56 and 80 were the big ones.
Hey, it's real, y'all.
Now here's 56. Jesus said, "Whoever has come to know the world has discovered a carcass."
Yeah.
That's what the world is. It's a carcass of dead bodies. And whoever has discovered a carcass of that person, the world is not worthy. And here's number 80 right here.
Yeah, I don't be trusting them commercials.
Jesus said, "Well, whoever has come to know the world has discovered the body." Yes. And now I've discovered the things in the body nobody's even ever known about. So I'm serious. Interstitium is one of them. And there's other stuff too that it's just beyond the top. Ugh. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it at this. Whoever has discovered the world has discovered a body. Whoever discovered the body of that one, the world is not worthy. And there's so much to these sayings you could never figure out. Nobody's going to figure it out. Do the best you can. That's all I'm showing.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Immanuel Velikovsky is my hero. He wrote Worlds in Collision. I wrote a book called Mud Fossils and Velikovsky and Minds in Collision, because that's what happened. They destroyed him because their minds collided with reality. The academics could not take it. Absolutely couldn't take it.
Thanks.
In 1950, they forced him to take the book back after it was on the top of the bestseller list for 11 weeks in a row. The publisher had to recall the book. Listen to this. Worlds in Collision. Here are the principal hypotheses in Worlds in Collision from 1950. The gods of many ancient cultures were represented in the sky by planets, comets, and stars. Greek authors such as Ptolemy and Homer described the birth of Athena, which was the planet Venus, as having sprung from the head of Zeus, which is the planet Jupiter. Thus, by a mechanism that Velikovsky did not explain, the planet Jupiter ejected the protoplanet Venus as a hot, fiery comet. This comet passed close to Earth around 1500 BC. There's your 1500 BC. And as was directly or indirectly responsible for the plagues of Egypt described in the biblical book of Exodus, material from the coma of this comet made the river Nile run red. Flies and scarabs fell from the comet onto Earth. Earthquakes destroyed Egyptian buildings. The sea parted, and the children of Israel wandered for 40 years in the wilderness. Manna rained down as carbohydrates from the comet's tail. And these are all the things that Velikovsky said happened. Now, I have taken a scientific examination of this, and I understand that I believe exactly he's correct, exactly what did happen. And that's what created the mud fossils, and that was 1500 BC. And
the manna still falls in Angola, Africa, Angola, Namibia, out there in that desert. Out there, the manna still falls. Out there in that desert. Oh, man.
that was quoted somewhere else in here, the time of Noah. All right, see, Velikovsky is right on board with the Old Testament from somewhere around 1500 BC, which was the time of the destruction of the earth. And Venus was literally born from the great red spot on Jupiter. And it may be ready to give another birth of another planet. That red spot has changed dramatically in the last few years since 2019. I've been following it closely. Anyway, times they are changing, my friends.
Yeah, they changed it.
Okay, Jupiter literally gave birth to the planet Venus, who is spinning backwards. Now, the shape of Jupiter's great red spot is changing, and here is why. Well, they don't know why, and they admit that. Nobody knows why, but I have an explanation that I think makes sense.
Yep.
It says our solar system most iconic storm is indubitably great, the great red spot, but exactly why it's any of those things is a mystery. Now, the new study published adds yet another piece to Jupiter's puzzle, and the winds in its outermost stretches are speeding up. The winds are speeding up, and its shape is changing, becoming less cigar shaped and more circular. Well, what's happening? Let's look at the red spot. All right, the first thing I want you to see is this goes back to 1979.
Moochie.
Voyager went really close and took this
Moochie.
shot of the great red spot. And it shows that the planet is spinning in this direction, and the wind is hitting a mound here and spinning off to the side.
That's a big old for JJ. We're gonna stop right there. Ooh, fucked y'all up with that. Now you got to go tune in, tap in with the professor to see the rest of that one. Ooh, that's a for JJ. Look at that for JJ. Hey, see when you start at when receipts and stuff start adding up. James Howard, big salute, big salute. ATM, ATM, ATM. There you go, there you go. Hey, hit me back, ATM. Hit me back. But yeah, you right, James Howard. You right. I mean, it's all about acceptance, though. You know, once you start digging, and then you find what, because you know, the closest thing to the facts I'm seeing is Islam, man. For real. Regardless, you know, they say that, you know, it's different, just like it's different tribes in Islam, but they all, everybody, at the end of the day, everybody is Islamic. Okay, okay. Okay, but yeah. You know, what I mean, that's what they use religion for. It's just your relationship with God. You what you choose to submit to. You know, once you study that, things just start making more sense. That's what make me a believer. Oh yeah, for sure. Edward Cables, yeah. That's the professor there. Yeah, that's the professor. Yeah. But you know, I had to bring that. Well, I got to bring. I had to bring this to y'all. Look at that cool. Look at the for JJ. I might need to put that in the title. But they say Neptune got her pregnant again. I don't know what's going on the planet Neptune. That's supposed to be one of the angels or some type of guardians. Y'all, matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna come back and react to that. Well, what's going on with Neptune? Who Neptune's supposed to be? Yeah, cause that's the one shooting comets off and well, what they got going, what them folk got going on Neptune, shooting stuff off into space, creating planets. Yeah. So it's a lot going on out there that, you know, us down here, we can only imagine. We can only imagine. There's some stuff going on out there in that space world. For sure. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, mud fossils is fire though, man. Cause you can't dispute the mud fossils. The fossils is evidence. Fossils is a receipt. You know what I'm saying? Fossils is a receipt. You can't dispute that. Nah, you can't dispute that. That's why you say the dragon in the desert, and then you looking at the planets, and then the people back in the day just wrote about it. They just wrote about it. I want y'all. I mean, I heard them tell a story about Venus before though. But go back. Venus is the newest planet. See, everybody think Earth is the baby. Nah, Venus about smashed us. Yep. Yep. And like you say, it spin backwards. It don't spin like the rest of the planets. You can look that up on NASA. NASA tell you that. Yeah, Venus is different. Fiery comet. Yep. Oh yeah, y'all. This wasn't supposed to be no long live, man. Now let's y'all want to react to something else. Y'all give me something. Give me something to react to. Tell me why everybody be forgetting about Papa Noah and Father Abraham now. That's crazy. Yeah. What about Father Noah? What about Papa Abraham? Let's talk about that. You don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about that. They get up like, oh, they gonna like, get ready to take off running when you talking about that. What you know about them? They don't say, oh yeah, Noah just built the ark. That's all he did. Nah, Noah played a lot bigger role than that, baby. He went and collected all the animals. That let you know right there. That man was some type of scientist. He was some type of creator. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yep. I can see Noah's son now. Little spoiled punk ass brat. The big man's son. They got a spot on thing. They on top of the highest mountain. Yeah, I can see Noah's little punk ass son now. Yep. Got swept away with his homies on top of the mountain. You know what God told Noah? Noah said, God, why you take my son? Oh, hold on, Noah. Nah, that wasn't your son no more. Mm-mm. He was already gone. Yeah. And what professor saying, they was big dogs around their time. Yo, knowing them, I could see it. I could see Noah's son, bougie. Oh no, Daddy. We'll be okay. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, shit real, boy. Shit real. I tell y'all, it's supposed to be no long line. Yeah, I know I'm 8 hours ahead, so it's about 1 in the morning. So I need to get rid of that down so I can make these prayers, boy. Y'all make sure y'all pray, man. Please do that for me. Do that for me. But yeah, bow down. However you feel comfortable. Make sure you pray. But boy, we need all the power we can get, baby. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We need all the power we can get. Boy. Cause this monster we dealing with. I see a lot of sleepless nights in the future, especially if we make it to be if people that's like us that's in our like 20s and 30s, 40s, if we make it to our 60s and 70s, but just imagine how it's gonna be. Well, it's gonna be probably a whole different world. Look how things changing up right in front of our face every day right now. In a few years, all these trains that's in derail, letting all this toxic shit out, fucking up the water. A few more years, the water already ain't no more good. Water ain't no good. Ain't nothing gonna be able to grow. It's finna be acid rain, all kind of crazy weather already going on. Yeah, we need to throw them praying hands back up there. Yeah, we need all the power we can get, baby. We need all the power we can get. Y'all better, you hit the floor and pray. I'm gonna give you something to pray for. Tell God, please bless us with all the power we need to whip this new devil. For real. Boy, cause this new devil, boy, this new devil ain't no joke. I'm talking about mentally and physically. Y'all know it's finna come up for our kids. Our kids really finna be living in Terminator. They finna be getting their noses wiped like John Connor. God 10, big salute. Yeah, our kids finna be like John Connor out here. Yep, and we're gonna be like Sarah Connor. Yeah. So we gotta be ready. Cause we're gonna be fighting robots and shit. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Any day now. Any day now. Any day now. Any day now, we finna be fighting robots. It's probably already going on. They just ain't said nothing yet. Before they set off a nuclear bomb or something like that, they'll turn that artificial intelligence loose. They ain't just gonna kill everybody. They'll turn the artificial intelligence loose. Yep. They turn the artificial intelligence loose. And when the machine get into all the computers, it's gonna know how to build itself. People gonna be getting snatched up. They're gonna be making genetic modified robots with heartbeats and cyborgs, and this thing happening right in front of our face. Now I understand the bigger mission. Now I understand. We gotta try to stay, try to keep up with this thing. Cause I can't really say on his head, on his neck, cause everybody, kind of, everybody feeling it right now. Everybody feeling it. But yeah, we finna be fighting all types of crazy shit. Y'all seen the video? They said that the mud was connected to a satellite, trying to learn how to build itself. What you say, bro? Yep, got 10. You right. Jay Howard said. Nah, I don't want the brain chip. Yeah, he can keep the neural link. If shit, he can give me a bionic. Nah, I don't even want to do no bionic. Nah, leave me how I am. Just make me a super suit, a tuxedo. Yeah, I want a tuxedo. And then if I lose a limb or something, then if my arm or something get chopped off or something crazy like that, then I take a bionic leg. You could throw a bionic leg on me. But if it's over for like one of my organs, over for my body, go ahead, put me on, burn me in the ashes and throw me in the shit damn, in a plant pot. Grow something. Yeah, all natural, goddamn, yeah. All natural. All natural. I mean, but one of my organs or something, yeah, go ahead and take me out. Cause I don't want nobody in the heart. That means shit, that thing can stop any moment. But if I lose a limb or something, y'all take a bionic arm. Yeah, I'll put that kung fu grip on you. Yeah, with my bionic arm, shit me, I snatch your ass. Shit. A bionic leg, kneecap, something, bionic kneecap. I beat kicked you into a coma. Shit me. Yeah, I do. If that come with losing a limb or something. But other than that, yeah, go out all natural. Yeah. One of my organs, my brain dead. Yeah. Donate my other body parts. If my brain dead, if my heart still good, donate my heart, my kidneys. Cause somebody gonna need them. Yeah, something happened to me. Go ahead, donate my organ, my good organs. Yeah, because we gonna be in the battle for our life. Somebody might need those. Somebody might need those, boy. Ooh-wee. Yeah, it's crazy to see what's coming up on us, man. It's crazy. That make you think about that Russia and Ukraine thing. I think they just over there testing weapons. They just Ukraine is just a set battlefield. They over there just testing out weapons, getting all the killers and the convicts out the way. Because I guarantee you, any able man that was in jail in America, they probably offered them to go over there to Ukraine and fight in the jailhouse. Niggas can't run. You way in Europe, you can't get away. Shit, you can't get away. Hell no, you can't get away. You in a whole foreign country, don't know where you at. You fresh out the hood. Yeah, you might got you a yapper, but you ain't got that many bullets though. You decide you want to run away, be a rebel, be the killed your ass out there. Shit, it's war going on. So yeah, that's the axis over there versus our axis over here, and look like they got step on us. It be 100 with y'all. Yeah, it look like they got to step on America right now. They had enough time to figure some things out. Yeah, they had some time to figure some things out. They got a missile they call hypersonic. They say can't nothing stop it. Yeah, you right, Gatan. You right. Big facts. Oh nah, I don't need shit. If I can't shit, take me on out. I'm going out kamikaze. Nah, I can't go out kamikaze. I got to be smart. Cause a lot of people ain't gonna make it. I think when it's all said and done, when the shit really do jump off, cause there's already a lot of people just dropping dead. There's already a lot of that going on. So and that ain't gonna do nothing but pick up tempo. Yep. But they gave them folk a choice though. Sis, they gave them folk a choice. You get out of jail. Look, we pay you. You eat good. You just go ahead and shit. Who wouldn't? Because the only thing they think about is shit. We go to war. We got a chance to get war booty. We get to shoot guns. We can go smack these boys right quick. You know, they probably trained them up. You know, put them through a little training and on out there. Cause you know, in they jails, it's more military structured anyway. Even in America, it's military structure. You know what I'm saying? The order and the chaos. But I'm pretty sure it was some prisoners in America that's signed up to go over there and fight on the Ukraine side. What they call them mercenaries. Them the killers. When you hear the name mercenaries, and this is another thing I want y'all to understand. Mercenaries, those are the ones that's the killers, the ones trained to kill. They don't know nothing else but kill. They need some action. They need some action. They need that taste of blood. Yeah. And the killers, the ones that know how to play with them guns, the ones that know how to go, yeah. Yo, Marines, and where you think all a lot of these old guys is going? They ain't just rolled over dead. See, might got a lot of them in your family. If you know people that's in the military, you know the bill. Because I see them out here. These guys is trained to kill. You see it in their eyes. And then in the military, they get in military a lot of medicine to take. So they'll be on point and be ready. Cause y'all just seen on the news, shit, the U.S. military out here. Told you on the way coming from Raleigh, North Carolina to Nairobi, Kenya. It all through the airports, everywhere we stop, military action going on. Yep. Especially in Germany. Yep, military action going on. all the way to Kenya, military action. So, it's a lot of military action going on. Yeah, and then the American and all these other mercenaries over here too. Yeah. Yeah, you got mercenaries, you got all shit. Yeah, they out here too. Mercenaries, they out here too. From all countries, well, I should say. Yeah. Yeah. From all countries. Black, white, yeah. They out here. Like over there by the other spot. Then in like groups of threes. Yeah, they be in like groups of threes. Killers. Military. That's what they train to do. To kill. Marines, special forces. You got the regular military. They just, sit back, make PT and collect the check. But then you got the ones that, throughout their day, they going to do extra shit, check in extra spots. So I grew up around the military, so I know how they operate on the base. You might be part of this unit, but shit, you see, the Rangers getting some action. Shit, I might be interested. Let me see, go over here and holler at the sergeant tomorrow, see if I can get in, see one of these Ranger units. And they see where they put you at, then I guess that's when they get to be playing with them special guns and missile launchers and stuff like that. But one thing they want to know, when it's time to go, can you go? James, how are you? Yeah, you got to be a business owner. Only people that can have guns in Africa is successful people. If you coming over here think you finna be gooning and selling guns, no. You can have a gun, protect your property, and that's it. You ain't walking around like this the wild wild west. Nah. But yeah, you can have them though. But you got to have a business, landowner. You got to be somebody doing something, man. So yeah, you can have them, but you not just, you can't just be anybody though. Like I say, business owner, land owner, you doing something. You doing something. It helping develop the country. But if you just out here just the bullshit, nah, hell, leave your guns in America. You don't need them. To be 100, you really don't need no gun. Shit, as long as you know how to shoot. If you in a situation and the police having a shootout, you just take cover. And then when one of them fall, get hurt, you get that gun. As long as you know how to shoot, boom, there you go. As long as you train to go. But other than that, shit, you don't even need no gun out here. A gun for what? That's only in America. America's the only one. We the only ones getting baptized in evil, straight out the womb, and don't even know it, like it, love it, claiming it, demon life. They claiming it, ain't they? Yeah, they claiming it. So it is what it is. Only America like that. Cause just the same thing in America. Only thing you supposed to have your gun for in America is to protect your land, protect your property, protect your business. But now mothers want to be all at the club shooting it up. See, you know what happened was that's what happened to all the real ones. The real ones run up on the mothers trying to fight, and then the scary ones shoot them. We lost a lot of real ones like that. Because you had a lot of people out here before this new generation of shooting first. Yeah, the old generation shit. We'd rather scrap you first. Oh, you gonna pull a gun? There was a lot of that going on. Remember that? Oh, you gonna pull a gun? Bah. So yeah, man. You don't need no gun in Africa. You get you a spear, or a gong. I got a gong, or a whipping stick. You don't need no gun. All you need is something to get a mug up off it. And then if you ain't doing shit, you ain't got to worry about that. Just don't put yourself in those situations where you need a gun. And you all right. Shit, this ain't like Brazil. This shit, South America more dangerous than Africa. I guarantee you that. Going from Mexico all the way down to Brazil, shit, you in danger. You don't know what's finna happen. Everything might seem good, but shit, better believe one of them amigos, shit, they plotting on that ass. They like, oh, that's a gringo. He got mucho dinero. Yeah, it's been a lot of brothers getting their asses tore up, even killed down there in Latin America. Colombia, Guatemala, all down up in there. Shit, especially if you can't speak no Spanish. Oh man, you in trouble. Yeah, you in trouble. Yeah. Big trouble. For real. But yeah, y'all, let me get up out this thing, man. Let me give me some rest so I can make these prayers in the morning. Man, look, in the meantime, between time, y'all make sure trapflix.com, trapflix.com, go register. And tune in, tap in if you're interested in them trap coins. Great investment option. Big salute to all the righteous revolutionaries. Big salute to everybody that tuned in, tapped in. I hope y'all learned something today. Hey, y'all see that coochie? That for JJ? Y'all make sure y'all go tune in to Mud Fossil University, Professor Raj. And then you gonna come and be like, yeah, Cuddy, you was right. He broke it down. That's a for JJ. Yeah, that's a for JJ. So is the planets alive? Huh? Is the planets alive? Is the planets living? Are we just a little piece to a bigger puzzle? What about Father Noah? What about Papa Abraham? Let's talk about that. They don't talk about them. Artificial womb facilities. Is it the transformation going on from man to machine? Uh-oh. Is y'all ready for that? Is you ready for the time of your life? Leave me your comment. Leave me your reaction. Even though this was live, this for all my people that's going to catch it later on. But y'all know, y'all holler at me, man. Let me know how y'all feel. What we going to react to next? It just seems like the rabbit hole get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Boy, in a few days, y'all, we're gonna be fighting T-1000s and we gonna be living in John Connor, Sarah Connor. Is your kids ready to be like little John Connor? They good on the laptop? Man, if anybody know what to do the laptop and get that cheddar, get that ching, man, holler at me. Send me some, fill me up. Fill me up. Shit, I know what to do with it. Shit, me. Think I don't know what to do with it. Boy, I know what to do with it. Shit. But love y'all, man. Big salute. Stay dangerous. Prepare the best you can. Stay paranoid. No lacking. Rest up. Rest up. Rest up because it's finna be some sleepless nights. And just be ready for anything. No wasting bullets. No wasting food. Prepare. Plan, plot, strategize. Plan, plot, strategize. And I love y'all, man. Salute to the street. Salute to the chat. Aye.